Good
Good
morning.
morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Fine.
Good morning, sir.
Everybody can see the screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So last time we had seen what I meant to say, something on general design of encoder. So where we had this thing data word means extended data word, and this was the XOR operation, and R0 R1 till D of n minus k minus 1. So this was the scenario. uh, why it is not happening full screen. Yeah, so last time we had seen this particular scenario. No, yeah, so we had in encoder 1 2, and data word complete data word was how many bits? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So this is the total size of n. This is the total size of n. Okay. And how many such XORs are needed? Such XORs are needed, that we want to define. That we want to define. So in that case, and this was the actual data word. Means this is extended data word. Augmented means extended data word, where three zeros were added for accommodating the remainder. This was accommodated 0 0 0 was for accommodating remainder. So actual data word is size is 4. So this 4 is nothing but k, and this total size is what I meant to say n. That is 7 bits is n, and these 4 bits are k. So here if you see the general design, so here you are having d of n minus k minus 1. So how many such XOR stages are needed? How many such XOR stages are needed? So here n is 7 and k is 4. So 7 minus 4 minus 1. So 7 minus 5 means 2 stages are needed, and this is extra stage. This is extra stage. So you can see here, we have in this screen 2 XOR stages are there. Two XOR stages and one extra. You got the idea? This here we will not perform any XOR operation. Here we will not perform any XOR operation. Okay, so this was there. Now we will go for the next part, right? Next part is now this is the example. Assuming that we want to attempt this particular example, say, assuming that, please take pen and paper, everyone. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Take pen and paper, everyone. Write down this example. So example reads as, assuming that the given data word is 1010011 and the divisor is 10111. So now what you have been asked is represent the data word and the divisor in polynomial form 1, and find the code word in polynomial form. And if the code word received as it is at the receiving end in polynomial form, then prove that the data word will be accepted by the receiver. Have you written this?
1 second, sir.
Writing, sir. Wait one second.
Written? Have you written it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, what is the polynomial form? 1, 0, 1, 00, 111. So this is nothing but 1 plus x square plus
X to the power 5
x to the power 5.
X to the power 5 plus X to the
plus
power
X to the
7.
power 7.
So this is nothing but 1 plus x square, x to the power 5 plus x to the power 7. And what is the divisor? It is nothing but 1 plus x square plus x to the power 5. Yes. Now you perform the division. Perform the polynomial division.
So that is X to the power 4.
So write it in division form and then perform the division. And the session is being recorded.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are doing it.
Sir. Yes, sir. It is accepted.
So how much is it coming? So this is nothing but x to the power 4 x square plus x plus 1. This is x to the power 11. Now what you have done is you have to shift. Why you have got x to the power 11?
Because we need to shift.
You have to
4 bits.
shift three positions left, right? Because the length over here is how much? 1,
5.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually. Yes.
5, sir, in the given.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 means you have to have 4 positions.
Yes, sir.
So 4 positions means to this particular thing you shift by 4 positions, you will be getting this x to the power 11, x to the power 9, x to the power 6, x to the power 5, x to the power 4. Why you have to shift 4 position left is
To get K, sir.
you have to what? The remainder, right?
Yes, sir.
So remainder, size of remainder will be what? How many bits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means 4
4 bits will be
bits.
there.
Remainder will be there. 4 bits remainder. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So 4 bits remainder means you have to shift by 4 times. So when you shift x to the power 7 4 times left side, it becomes x to the power 11. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And then shift everything by this thing by 4 positions. So this will be nothing but x to the power 7 becomes x to the power 11. This x to the power 5 becomes x to the power 9. This becomes x to the power 6, x to the power 5, x to the power 4, like this. Now once that is there, you multiply this by what? This by x to the power 7. What I meant to say, this x to the power
11, sir.
4 by x to the power 7, you will be getting x to the power 11 plus x to the power 9 plus x to the power 8 and plus x to the power 7. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then you might, this goes off, this goes off. What remains is x to the power 8 plus x to the power 7. You and these 3 positions you have to bring down because to make it 5 positions. So x to the power 6, x to the power 5, x to the power 4 comes down. Now since you need x to the power 8 over here, you multiply this equation by x to the power 4. So this becomes x to the power 8 plus x to the power 6 plus x to the power
5.
5 plus x to the power 4. This is what I'll be getting, right? So if you cancel this and this and this and this, you get only x to the power 7. Okay, so now you have to multiply this divisor by x cube to bring x to the power 7 here. So x cube, if you bring multiply, this becomes x to the power 7 plus x to the power 5 plus x to the power 4 plus x cube. This is what I'll be getting. So this goes off, and this x to the power 5, x to the power 4, and x to the power 3 I'll be getting. Okay. Now what happens, since x to the power 5, here the power degree of x is more than this degree, so I can still divide. I need x to the power 4 over here, x to the power 5 over here, so multiply by x. So this becomes x to the power 5, x cube, x square, and x. This is what I'll be getting. Perform the XOR operation. So this goes off, this goes off. I'll be getting x to the power 4, x square, and x. Okay. And since I need x to the power 4, and here the degree of this equation is also 4, I can apply one more time. I can divide one more time. If I can divide, so then multiplying this equation by this divisor by 1, so I'll be getting x to the power 4 plus x square plus x plus 1 plus 1. So this all cancels. What I get remainder is 1. So my code word is nothing but x to the power 11, x to the power 9, x to the power 6, x to the power 5, x to the power 4, and plus 1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And this is received as it is. This is received as it is. It is saying that if the code word is received as it is at the receiving end, then the prove that data word will be accepted by the receiver. So we know that when we take this code word and start dividing by the divisor, I should get a remainder 0. I should get a remainder 0. If I get remainder 0, then the code word, this particular code word, is accepted as it is. That polynomial is accepted as it is. So we can see that here it is x to the power 11 plus x to the power 9 plus x to the power 6 plus x to the power 5 plus x to the power 4 plus 1. So this is what is there. Now I need x to the power 11 here. You people are understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here I need x to the power 11. So multiplying this divisor by x to the power 7. So
Everything will remain same, sir. Only last step will change.
yeah. Are you getting how 0 has
Yes,
come?
sir. Yes, sir. Only
So I
last
can
step will
proceed
change.
for-
Yeah.
Yeah, last step will change, remaining everything remains same. So that becomes 0 because I get the full term as it is.
Yes.
You got the idea, and I'll be getting 0. So since the remainder has come 0, I can take the whole code word as it is. So what is my data word, which is nothing but 101, that is x to the power 7 plus x to the power 4
5.
plus x, x to the power 5 plus
X square.
x square plus x plus 1. As it is, I have to accept the data word. Okay. So this was the example which was asked in university examination for 10 marks. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we will go for next topic, which is called checksum. So basically checksum is nothing but it's a technique to detect the error. And generally it is applicable in network and transport layer rather than data link layer. Data link layer, you have CRC, cyclic redundancy check, that we'll see later. You got the idea. So this is generally it is there, checksum is there in transport layer mainly. Here it is written as network layer also. So it is transport layer. So the first method, what we are going to see for the checksum is nothing but whatever is the size of the message, we will always divide into m bit units. M bit units means, suppose I have a data message of the size 40 bits. Are you getting my point? 40 bits. So suppose m I am taking as 4. So 40 m I am taking as 5. So 40 divided by 5. So I'll be getting how many bits? 8, right?
8.
You see, 40 bits are the message. Message size is how much? 40 bits. You people are getting?
Yes, sir.
40 bits, and I'm dividing it into 8 bits. Okay, size of this thing is 8 bits. So each m bit means 8 bits. So 40 divided by 8 means I'll be getting 5 m bits, 5 units of m bits. You got the idea? Then a generator will create another 8 bit of what I'm say checksum, and it will add it. So to the message. So it is something like this. So here you can see here, message size is m bits, and so on m bits. So how many 40 bits are connected? 40 bits are converted into how many m bits? 5 m bits. You got the idea? Because size is 8 bits. I am taking 8 bits, first 8 bit, second 8 bit, third 8 bit, fourth 8 bit, fifth 8 bit. So total 40 is the size. Now what I'll be doing, I'll be feeding all these 40 bits, each of size 8 bit unit, each of size 8 bit unit to generator. This generator will again generate another 8 bit m bit. What I meant. So if size of m is 8 units, 8 bits, so generator will generate another m bits. So the total size will be nothing but these are 5 plus 1, 6 m bits will be. This will be the checksum. You got that? This will be the checksum. Now what happens? So this checksum is sent. Now this entire checksum, you can see here, this entire m units of the bits, m unit bits plus checksum are fed to checker, and these m bits as it is, so from here to here, they are also fed to checker. I'll be generate these m bits, and if these m bits are all zero, you got the idea? Then I'll accept all these data message, all this entire message of 40 bits, each comprising of 8 bits. Each bit unit is comprising of 8 bits. So this will be accepted as it is. If I don't get a 0 after checker performs this 8 bits, if I don't get 0, I'll be discarding this. Yes? Have you understood this scenario?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'll be taking the whole message size. I'll be taking whole message size. So suppose message is 100 bits, and I am taking m is equal to 10. So m is equal to 10 means how many message total units I'll be getting? 10 units. 10 into 10 means 100. You got the idea? So now this 10 bits of 10 units will be fed to generator. Generator will generate another m bits. That means another 10 bits. So total size is 100 bits plus 10
more
bits. So
bits.
110 bits will be this will be the total message plus checksum. This goes to the receiver. Receiver will take this entire 110 bits as it is, and this first 100 bits it will feed it to checker, and these what I'm saying 10 bits will be again fed to generator. Checksum is fed to checker, and another m bits are calculated. Checker will calculate m bits. Now, if these m bits are all zeros, I'll be accepting these message bits. Otherwise, this is discarded. So this is the simple this thing. Now I have example. Please take